Let me ask you this. How do we watch films? With so many online streaming platforms and rampant piracy, theaters are not the only means to watch films anymore. But how do we watch films? How do we answer when someone asks us how a movie was? Do we tell them about our experience? Or do we give a review that is within 2 minutes? Hi, I'm Kishore and this is Moving Images. Vayamudi Pesavum, aka Samsaram Arogithana Hanikaram, is about a small fictional town falling victim to a strange disease that makes people lose the ability to talk. The disease spreads by talking, and so a ban on talking is imposed on the entire town. The film is a satirical comedy that deals with how we communicate. The main characters each deal with different aspects of communication problems, and how they overcome it when talking is banned forms the crux of the story. The film turns silent for a major portion of its runtime, leading to many scenes that are reminiscent of the silent film era with slapstick comedy and hilarious situations. The film's message about the importance of communication is quite clear. Listen and converse. Don't just try to force your opinions without hearing what others have to say.
ஒருத்தர் பேசுறது இன்னொருத்தர் கேட்டுக்கவே மாட்டேங்கிறீங்க. அப்புறம் எப்படி? அதெல்லாம் கேட்டுக்கிட்டு தான் இருக்கோம். கத்துறதுக்கும் பேசுறதுக்கும் வித்தியாசம் இருக்கு. கேக்குறதுக்கும் கேட்டுக்கிறதுக்கும் வித்தியாசம் இருக்கு.
Although this message is applicable to all aspects of life, let's try applying this to how we watch films. After all, this is Moving Images, a channel about films. It was actually you guys, the viewers of this channel, who made me come up with this video essay idea. When I posted a question on my Instagram about what you guys thought the film was about, a large portion of you guys surprised me by giving me one-line reviews for the film instead of answering my question. The miscommunication was ironic in this case when it is for a film about communication. I kind of felt like the ticker tape in the news broadcast. No one even listened to what I had asked. The eagerness of everyone to review the film made me think, maybe the slew of short online reviews in a format that feels like how a friend would talk to us have made us all think this is how we should talk about films. Maybe we feel the need to summarize the entire experience of watching a film in a few words.
No comments. Simply that.
Our parents largely watched films in theaters and depended on written critique by film critics before deciding whether to watch a film. These critics, through their writing, influenced an entire generation on what to watch and, more importantly, how to watch films. When I asked my dad his opinion on an old film he watched, he would talk about the actors or a particular scene with little anecdotes about the time the film released and what he was doing at that point in his life. My mom usually sings a few lines of the song from the film to remind herself about the film before talking about it. This is how my parents give their opinions about films. They share their experience and a few key things they remember about the film. Opinions, not reviews. With our generation having access to every film and the ability to watch it multiple times, do we even form memories about the experience of watching the film the first, second, or the 100th time? Let's just stop consuming films and start experiencing them. Let's start listening to what the film has to say. When we talk movies, let's get deeper than mere reviews. Talk about what the film meant to you, what you observed. Start making crazy theories even.
அவர்தான் கதையிலேயே ஒரு பெரிய டர்னிங் பாயிண்ட். அவர் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் கதையில ஒரு கசமுசல்லாம் ஏற்பட்டு ஐயோ.
Here, let me show a few things I talk when I discuss films I love with my friends. Ever notice this quick callback to the previous banana scene in Onion?
காம்பில்லாத பழம் வாங்காத எத்தனை தடவை சொல்லிருக்கேன்.
இந்த காம்போட தான் இருக்கு.
How about this little scene where SPB dubs for Kamal for a single line?
கடிச்சிட்டா எங்க? ஸ்டமக்ல. அதுகிட்ட ஏன்டா ஸ்டமக்க காட்னா?
Who is this guy? Ever wondered how the story of Gilly is kind of like a kabaddi match? And since you're here to listen to me talk about Vayamudi Pesavum, how about the theory that the hero Aravind represents the idea of conversation?
எதுக்கெல்லாம் யூஸ் பண்ணலாம்? ஓகே.
Aravind, aka Conversation, wants to be a RJ and wants to be heard by the whole town. Throughout the film, he is shown to solve any issue by just talking it out. But Arvind's special quality is not how he talks, but how he listens and understands the situation. When talking fails, like this instance where he is unable to make a landlord reduce the rent for an orphanage or even make him smile, He tries to listen and understand why the landlord is the way he is and gets to him through means other than just words. Aravind, by being the representation of conversation, shows us how we should converse. Maybe even showing R.J. Balaji, a famous reviewer, losing his voice and the film fraternity celebrating it also ties into my essay. Anyway, this is how I talk about films. You might have your own way. Who knows, maybe one day all this movie trivia might help you. What I'm suggesting is, you might be a casual viewer or a film fanatic, but start listening when you watch films. Keep an open mind, and maybe even the most mundane films might have something for you. Turn off the cell phone. Stop distracting your friend with your predictions and just watch the film. These are the thoughts that made me start this channel almost 2 years ago. It was a time when films were being trolled rather than being reviewed, and the appreciation for our own films among our audience started dwindling. I wanted to talk about films, not just share my opinion about films I love, but start a conversation with you guys. I am proud of the community we have built here. Though a major part of the comments were suggestions on which film I should analyze next, I have also seen interesting opinions, takes, and conversation about the video starting in the comments section. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate all the comments, even the suggestion ones. But how about we talk about the content of the video? Take the conversation forward and add your insights and thoughts to it. As we will be soon entering the third year of moving images, let's let films talk to us. Let's talk films. And maybe the filmmakers and reviewers might listen to us. Until next time, this is Kishore signing off saying,
நன்றி வணக்கம் நன்றி வணக்கம் நன்றி
it's giveaway time and here is the winner. Congratulations, and if you are the person shown on screen, send an email to this email address. Please do keep commenting and I'll pick a winner for the next video. Catch you later.